and he's a transplanter. Dr. Hoffman is a non-transplanter, and he's a transplanter.
Right.
So in this field, when we send patients to a transplanter, there's generally some bias shown towards transplant.
Right.
You know, granted that, you know, they should still look at the indication and the scenario and all that, which I'm sure they did, but
Yeah.
but generally, you know, there is a bias towards transplant, and at that visit they want to educate patients as much as possible about, you know, various aspects of transplant, which I suppose happened there. Now, I was going through this file. Let me show you a test result, which I think you should be aware of.
Okay.
I don't know how much they really explained this to me.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay, let's see. You guys can sit down. I'll,
Sorry. I'm hanging over you.
no, it's okay. Okay, where was that? The CT scan looks great, by the way.
Oh, good.
Did they talk about that?
They did. They, yeah, let me know that the tumors were shrinking.
The one from July, right?
Yes.
Or have you had one recently?
No, the last one was
Okay.
July, yeah.
Which I suppose was about, what, 3 or 4 months into the gluten therapy?
Yes, 3 months in,
Which is remarkable.
so thank goodness.
Okay, so I want you to focus on this result. This is the most important result that you should be aware of, okay? This is basically called chromosome analysis of CLL. From what I remember, you did not have so many changes to your chromosomes
In the early stages.
in the early
Yeah.
stages, okay? You're seeing now, you're almost 1.5 lines of chromosomal changes,
Okay.
okay? That worries me.
Is it still P17 or is it
It is
higher?
P17, and let me point out what others are present now. So you see plus 12, this is another new one that's coming to play. There is one more called 1418, so this is, let's say, 1, 2. Then as we go along, we have 3, something that involves chromosome 17.
Mhm.
And then as we move along, there is one more that involves chromosome 3 and 15. So this is 4. Okay?
Alright.
And then we have one more involving, which is quite, so you have at least 4 changes
Uh-huh.
in addition to 17p, right here.
Okay. So the 17p doesn't go away with the medicine.
It does not go away with the medicine.
Mhm.
So, and this was the picture before you started, or at the time you started ibrutinib.
Right.
Right. This was in April.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This was done, I think, around that time, or before, or when you were considered for that
Right.
clinical trial.
Yeah, okay.
So, with 4 changes, 4 chromosomal changes, there is clearly the signal that's evolving is that there is clearly there is instability in your chromosomes, okay? And anytime the CLL cells becomes more and more unstable, it acquires the risk of becoming a very aggressive cancer. And in fact, now you fit in the profile of ultra high risk CLL, not just high risk, ultra high risk CLL,
Yeah, they didn't tell
which
me
is the
that.
maximum grade,
Mhm.
okay, of risk stratification that's given for CLL patients.
Okay.
When they have